Hey, it's Hector. So for me, usually what happens towards the end of the week is that my front ends up lifting a bit, so the front of my hairpiece. 9 times out of 10, the back is perfectly fine, so no matter if I'm biking or if I'm like running around Boston, it's always the front that's always a problem. So today we're going to kind of go through what's the procedure in getting that fixed. How do you fix the hairline lifting? So in this case, I have my tools here. I have a bottle of isopropyl alcohol. I call this IPA. And I have a hair clip that'll also come in handy too. We have some pre-cut tape here that I'll end up reapplying my hairline with. And this is just lace tape. And we have scissors, and the other two things that I'll mention that we're not gonna be working with this time around, but might be really useful is no shine tape. All right, so since I already have a good amount of lift here, I'm gonna first try being also a little gentle, seeing if I can get the rest of it to go up, and that's not really working. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray a little bit of alcohol on a paper towel, and usually what I do is that if I go just to the edge, it ends up releasing it just enough where you can sort of lift it up. And this might take a little bit of time. You definitely want to be gentle with this just because you don't want the pieces of the paper towel to sort of rip and kind of get into the lace. I feel like that's a bit of a nightmare. So it'll take some time, but you can already see that it's already going a good amount. And yeah, you can see like it didn't really spend that much time and it's already mostly off. So I'm gonna clip this back. I might go a little bit farther back just to make sure that this is completely out of the way. Because you wanna have kind of like a large enough canvas that you can put everything else down there. So in this case, you wanna clip onto the hair, you don't wanna clip onto the lace or anything like that. So that's kind of out of the way. All right, so now that my hair is clipped back, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the lace tape here. So the first step is to cut it in half so you're working with a smaller piece. And now, so this will be the tricky thing, that if you're doing this in a mirror like I am, you're going to have to kind of work backwards, where that's already a nightmare right now. But you'll kind of have to try to get it to align with the base of your system right now. But yeah, so now that's kind of how you start. So now I have one piece there. And so before I put the next piece, I will remove the backing off of this one. There we go. So now you want to make sure you remove the backing before you do anything else, because you're basically going to try to slightly overlap the tape so that it all adheres kind of together. I started with the first piece, moved on to the second piece. Now this will be the last piece. And then if you also need to kind of lift up a little bit more, don't be afraid to do that either. So in my case, I have tape on the sides here, so I'm just gonna make sort of a bridge of tape. Now the last step is removing this. Sometimes it takes a bit of patience and just peel. And then you're all set. So I'm gonna touch it up a little bit because not all of it's on the base. And then that's it. There's the hairline. All right, so now that I have the tape all around the hairline, the last step is to put the hair system down. And I'll start off with that. So you definitely want to go little by little, make sure that it's all flat. Kind of want to start around the edges. And again, you kind of want to be patient with this too, because if you have any wrinkles here, it kind of makes it tougher to be flush with your forehead. All right, that feels secure. Now that should be good now. It's not going anywhere.